Hello and welcome. I'm Maria Ressa. This is your 6 p.m. wrap. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte on Friday said some members of the international community portray him as a cousin of Adolf Hitler.
You're portrayed or pictured to be a cousin of Hitler, and yet do not even bother to find out, to investigate if that. To imagine that I will be facing even the international court for genocide. Pwede pa naman kabalbagan ang mga.
He adds he'd be happy to slaughter 3 million drug addicts.
Hitler massacred 3 million Jews. Now, there's a 3 million drug addicts. There are. I'd be happy to slaughter them.
Hitler led a campaign of ethnic cleansing that killed about 6 million Jews by the end of World War II. Duterte often said there are 3.7 million drug addicts in the Philippines, but the government's Dangerous Drugs Board places that number at 1.8 million. The latest tirade against international groups comes as the United Nations Committee on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights concluded its 2-day review of human rights in the Philippines. The committee is composed of 18 independent human rights experts. The report said experts were concerned about the extrajudicial killings which were related to the war on drugs and which seemed to target the poorest populations. Duterte's war on drugs has killed at least 3,509 people. Of this number, 2,233 died in vigilante-style killings, while 1,276 were slain in police operations. Duterte has repeatedly lambasted international groups for what he said was interfering in domestic affairs. Philippine President and 8th Division boxing champion Manny Pacquiao admits he used all kinds of drugs as a teenager, but backs President Duterte and his war on drugs. In an interview with Wire's agency Reuters, Pacquiao said Duterte doesn't know about his experience with drugs. He said, quote, "I tried drugs, many kinds of drugs, all kinds of drugs, before he became a champion." He's confident that it would not tarnish his close relationship with Duterte. Pacquiao says Duterte always gives a chance to people who want to change. The neophyte senator says it's not fair to blame Duterte for the killings, adding, "God put him there for a reason to discipline the people." Just as they volunteered for Senator Miriam Santiago during her presidential bid, millennials in the Youth for Miriam movement are there at her wake. One volunteer said she was the greatest president we never had. Some call her an inspiration, others look to her as a mother.
Masakit, sabi nila, bakit sobrang attached ka? Hindi ka naman family, hindi ka naman part, pero iba yung naging inspiration niya sa amin mismo, sa aming Youth for Miriam, Youth Reform Movement. Iba siya, kumbaga, ang tingin sa kanya ng mga tao, terror siya, kinatatakutan siya sa Senate, pero sa amin, nanay siya eh.
Conservative paper Arizona Republic faces death threats and lost subscriptions after it broke with tradition by endorsing Hillary Clinton over Donald Trump for U.S. president. The paper said it's backing a Democrat for the first time since it was founded in 1890, saying Trump is neither conservative nor qualified to be president. The paper's editorial board said that while Clinton did not lack flaws, she was also the superior choice by far. Editors said readers sent a deluge of angry emails and canceled subscriptions. Paper also got threatening phone calls and a death threat. Despite the threats, its editorial board feels very good about its decision. National publication USA Today set another precedent Thursday when its editorial board took a side in a presidential race for the first time in 34 years. Short of endorsing Clinton, it published a scathing criticism of Trump, calling him dangerous and unfit for the presidency. Other conservative newspapers that broke tradition and backed Clinton in the past month, the Cincinnati Enquirer and the Dallas Morning News. Samsung begins its rollout of replacement Galaxy Note7 units Saturday in all service centers. The tech giant recalled the flagship phablet in September because of its exploding batteries. Samsung Philippines marketing director Chad Sotelo said there was a very, quote, slight misalignment of the positive and negative cathodes in certain batteries, making the insulation insufficient. Sotelo estimates it would cost Samsung about $1 billion. Samsung commissioned 2 suppliers for the Note 7's battery, one in China, another in Korea. Sotelo says the problematic batteries came from Korea. That's your 6 p.m. wrap. Join us again tomorrow for the day's top news. I'm Maria Ressa. Remember, tomorrow begins today.